My first love, Nitu. When I was in high school, I fell in love for the first time. Her name was Nitu, and she was the most beautiful girl I had ever seen. I remember the first time I saw her. She was walking down the hallway with her friends, laughing and chatting. I couldn't take my eyes off her. For weeks, I found myself looking for her every chance I got. I would look for her in the cafeteria, the library, and even during class. I didn't know her, but I felt like I was already in love with her. One day, I mustered up the courage to talk to her. It was during lunchtime, and she was sitting alone at a table, eating her lunch. I approached her and introduced myself. She smiled and said hello, and from that moment on, I knew I was in love. We started talking more and more, and before I knew it, we were spending every moment we could together. We would walk home from school together, go to the movies, and even study together. I couldn't believe that this beautiful girl was interested in me. We shared everything with each other. We talked about our hopes and dreams, our fears and insecurities, and everything in between. I felt like I could tell her anything, and she would understand. As the days went by, I knew that I was falling deeper in love with Neetu. She was everything I had ever wanted in a girlfriend. She was beautiful, smart, funny, and kind. I knew that I wanted to spend the rest of my life with her. One day, we were sitting on a park bench, and I took her hand in mine. I looked into her eyes and told her that I loved her. She smiled and said that she loved me too. From that day on, we were officially a couple. We were happy and in love, and nothing could tear us apart. We went to prom together, celebrated each other's birthdays, and went on our first vacation as a couple. But then, everything changed. Neetu's family was moving to another state, and she had to leave me behind. We promised to stay in touch and to make our long-distance relationship work, but it wasn't easy. The distance was too much, and we grew apart. Years went by, and I moved on with my life. I went to college, got a job, and started a family. But no matter how many years went by, I never forgot about Neetu. She was my first love, and she would always hold a special place in my heart. One day, I received a message from Neetu. She had found me on social media, and she wanted to catch up. We exchanged messages and talked about everything that had happened in our lives since we last spoke. It was like nothing had changed, and we were still the same to people who had fallen in love all those years ago. We talked about what could have been, and we both realized that we still had feelings for each other. It was like a spark had been reignited, and we both knew that we wanted to be together again. So, we made a plan to meet in person. We met at a cafe, and as soon as I saw her, I knew that I was still in love with her. We talked for hours, and it felt like we were picking up where we left off all those years ago. In the end, Neetu and I got back together. We knew that we wanted to spend the rest of our lives together, and we weren't going to let anything come between us again. She was my first love, and she would always be the love of my life. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe my channel.